5 years in porn and 4 years escorting, 3.5.
Okay. And so you started with porn first and then escorting?
Yeah, porn first, although I had one single experience like years ago with escorting, just one night.
Okay. And do you think do most girls in porn do escorting or?
It's really hard to say because some girls are so private about it. And some of them, they write on Twitter like, no meetings with like caps lock, like capital letters. But I do actually know some of them like do meetings. So it's confusing. And sometimes when I'm on a porn set, I feel like I should not talk about escorting because some people like really, they get weird about it. I don't know why. It's like they get pretty judgmental.
So people in porn get judgmental of escorting?
Yeah.
So I've seen.
Do you have a similar experience?
Yeah, same. Sex workers get. It's interesting because you say that because sex workers, right? To me, we're all the same, right? Mm-hmm. Right. To me, but that's me. Anyway, I'm a male. We're all prostitutes, for lack of a better word. Okay?
You're a male whore.
I'm a male whore. Whatever. Anyway, some people look down, like some webcam girls. Okay, will look down on girls that do porn, and then they'll look. The OnlyFans. I'm only on OnlyFans.
Yep.
They look, even though they're having sex on OnlyFans, they look down on the girls who have sex for professional companies. But there's not, to me, what's the difference? Okay. And again, when you said with escorting, some of the girls, guys who do porn, oh, she's an escort. Well, what's the difference? We're all having sex for money. So we're all sex workers, but I totally agree with you that some people, oh my God, she does this, he does that.
Yeah,
whatever.
So it sounds like there's a whierarchy of sex workers. So who's at the top, do you think? Like maybe strippers? I don't know.
No, I wouldn't say there's a hierarchy. There's not a hierarchy. It's just a
they judge the ones that do more, maybe.
No, I would say that's not it. I'd say if there's a hierarchy, it'd be whoever owns the most money. Okay, that's the reality. But there's no hierarchy. There's just some judgment of people.
Yeah, I mean it with if you say OnlyFans girls.
But that's not. Then again, that wouldn't be a hierarchy.
I think the hierarchy is inside the categories like escorts, and then the hierarchy, and then porn stars, and like
the
different
hierarchy.
kind of.
Like I said, it's
really hard to say.
They'd be the ones who make the most money in my eyes. Okay, and it has nothing to do with this. What levels you do.
I'm interested in how people in porn look down on escorting.
Again, it's all.
I think it's mostly because of the STDs. If there is an STD, they immediately pointing fingers to it must be the escort girls who for an extra 100 they do bareback stuff and.
Right, that's what they.
This is what they think. Immediately blaming.
Do they do that?
Me personally, no.
Do a lot. I mean,
But I do not know what other people do.
Yeah, because bareback escorting, for people that don't know, it's sex without
a condom, correct?
But bareback escorting must be pretty rare.
Actually, it's extremely common in America. And the reason why people are hiring porn stars in America, and this is firsthand knowledge, the reason it's extremely common is the guys will go get tested themselves. So the guys go get tested like they would be, quote, talent, and the girls are tested. And that's why they're paying a premium in America.
That's crazy.
That's reality. Okay, but here's the reality. Again, here's reality. The guy is tested. The girl is tested. What's the difference between that and a porn set? Okay, there's not a camera. All right.
Yeah, so I guess it's just more industrial.
That's it.
Also, you cannot be sure that the guy not gonna come inside you because he's not a professional actor. That's the other thing. Because I am personally not on birth control.
I'm sure the guy wants to come inside.
I tried so many birth control, but they just all fucks up my body. Yeah. So, for example, that's for me. It's one reason why not to ever have sex with somebody without condom.
Okay, yeah. So that you're an exception. Whereas again, we're back generalizing. I'd say at least in America, 95% of the porn women are on birth control. Or I'd probably say hopefully not 100%, because obviously you can get pregnant from pre-cum. So and pre-cum can get you just as pregnant without ever having a cream pie. I mean, that's the biggest myth ever.
I've never dated a Western girl that's not on birth control.
Right.
But here it's pretty common, I think. I talk to a lot of girls and they're all not on birth control.
Here in Hungary, they're not on birth control.
I've never dated a Hungarian
I
on birth control.
remember on your set when we were shooting that.
So what do you say to people when they're being judgmental? Do you say anything or do you just kind of keep quiet?
It depends who is that, because my close friends, they're not judgmental at all. Just if I would do something crazy, what would endanger me.
No, I'm talking about people in porn, judging the ones that escort.
I haven't been shooting really often these days, and I don't really mention escorting there, so I just try to avoid do my shoots.
You
and
feel
then
it's something you
go
have to hide?
home. Yeah, most of the times. Sometimes I just feel like it's like jealousy from especially guys, like because they cannot do it or they don't want to fuck guys, so that's why they just like pass on the opportunity.
And again, the reality is, okay, you hope to burst everyone's bubble, but 99% of the work for guys that are escorts is with other men.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
they can claim
man.
otherwise, but I have friends of mine that are top male escorts, and they'll eventually, Danny, and I mean, this is again, it's no secret that you're going on a date with a guy, not with a girl. You can lie and say you are, make you feel good, but whatever. The reality is, again, if you're a male escort, you're escorting, which is your choice, and I think is perfectly fine.
Do you think there's any legit straight male escorts, or do you think they're more just like publicity for themselves?
The Spanish one, I have seen them on a website.
Yeah, but do you think
but they are
it's real, or do you think
for
it's
women.
like self-publicity?
I mean, I think there's some that will do good. I think there's some that do
once
both.
in a month, maybe they get something. Actually,
Yeah,
because
once a
the
month or
Spanish
something.
one, they're really good looking.
Some of the Spanish
Some
guys,
of
you're
them,
right,
yeah.
are really good looking. That's true. Some of the Spanish guys on porn are ridiculously good looking.